I honestly can't blame you if you don't believe what I saw. I myself was in denial of this episode to begin with. Not only did it manage to fuck with me, but it fucked with my daughter's head as well. If you can't already tell, I'm a proud father. I've got 2 kids, a wonderful daughter named Sarah and a beautiful son named Tyler. The time we obtained this DVD was before my son was even born. My daughter was just 2 years old. I wanted to do something special for Sarah for her 3rd birthday. I know this is ridiculous, but I bought pirated Caillou episode collection. If you thought I was a sucker for that, I don't blame you, but I never thought the circumstances would be so severe. We got the DVD in a package that we bought from the pirating website. All that was written on the disc was "thank you." Very, very crudely written in all capital letters. When we got inside, my daughter put the disc in the living room Xbox and watched it. My daughter was giggling happily and dancing around as Caillou was playing with his toys. Oh, it made me so relieved that my daughter was satisfied with her birthday present. I was in the kitchen cooking breakfast when I noticed something off. After 20 minutes, my daughter stopped laughing. I didn't ever hear her speak. After I got done making the breakfast, I really started to notice. The DVD wasn't even making any sound. It was dead silent. I went back to the living room to find my daughter on the ground crying. Oh, I knew they put some messed up stuff on there. I turned off the TV and comforted her as best as I could. The reason I didn't host the birthday party is because my daughter was sick with the flu. So eventually it was time for Sarah to go to bed, and I'm guessing you know exactly what I was planning. As soon as she fell asleep, I pulled up my laptop and I began to watch the disc. The menu opened up normally like it did when my daughter saw it. Although there was only one episode, it was called The Reason. I already knew they put some effed up crap on there, but I wasn't expecting to see this. The episode starts off with Caillou running around with his toys, laughing and giggling. Caillou then tripped and fell. He began to fall down a flight of stairs. When Caillou was at the bottom, he looked like he'd broken his leg and fractured his arm. Caillou begins to scream and cry. Oddly, no one even says a word. Rosie comes down the stairs and sees Caillou crying and shouts, "Mommy, Caillou hurt! Help!" Doris came to Caillou's aid, but Boris just looked at Caillou with a look of disappointment before looking away. Eventually, the ambulance came and got Caillou. Strangely, the narrator wasn't narrating like usual, like when my daughter watched it. When Caillou finally got to the hospital with the sling for his arm, cast on his leg, he asked nervously if his parents were coming to see him. The doctor slowly nodded with a hint of sadness and complete sympathy for the poor kid. I mean, Caillou broke 2 limbs. How could you not feel sympathetic for him? Caillou's parents show up at Caillou's hospital bed with no hint of sorrow, not even cringing for their son's injuries. His parents literally had that face of, look what the biggest mistake did. Wow. Caillou says in a weak voice, Mommy? Daddy? And he got no response whatsoever, not even a single glance from his parents. Eventually, they finally broke the silence, but not in a pleasant, loving way. Boris started talking. Caillou, we're not sympathetic for you because you truly were the worst mistake of our lives. Doris began, we were happy until you came along. Ever since then, we've always had to go through constant hell with you. We've always had to take care of you, or else we would have lost all respect from our family members," Doris finally said before leaving. "We never cared about you. All of the things we said were lies. We never loved you in any way, shape, or form. You were a sick joke and never should have existed." Eventually, Doris and Boris left without even looking back. Caillou eventually goes into a coma after what seemed like weeks. Then, eventually, as you probably expected by now, well, Caillou passed away. After that, the episode ended. I took the disc out and put it back in the case, put it back into its sealing envelope, and shipped it back. So now, my kids are both teenagers. My son is 16, my daughter is 18. She just finished her senior year. I'm so proud of her. She's doing fine and surprisingly hasn't suffered any trauma of any sort. Well, as far as I know, anyway.